Hey guys, welcome back. Let's have a look at where we are and what we have missed so far. Alright, so let me shrink this up a bit. I'm going to go to the hourly quick. Alright, so obviously we can see there's quite a lot of buy side there. But in our live stream yesterday we said this this fair value gap, which is this pink one on the 4 hourly, was inverting, but it closed within that, so that made us to believe that we're not ready to go up here yet. And as we can see, we see some sort of a sell-off here. Alright, so what does that mean for us? If we look at this, we can call this relatively equal lows, and I'm going to put that in the center. And then we've got this swing point here from the daily swing point, which is this line here, and that could be the point to go to. If we break through that, obviously we'll go lower, and yeah, so that is where we are right now. Let's go back to the 1 minute, and let's see. Right, we started off 9:30. That's the 9:30 move. That is your pretty big range here. So yeah, so I guess we just have to sit and keep an eye on it. Let me just see if there's any. Alright, so I think it's pretty simple. We would like, see how we want to expand through this. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we get some other opportunity to obviously sell into that. I'm not going to take any shorts now. I'll just sit and wait and see what the market does. And no equal highs here. Where? Sorry guys, I'm just checking. Let's just go to 15 minutes quick. Let me check my face off here again. Alright, so I'm not going to worry about these markups from yesterday. Equal lows, that was yesterday. Alright, so these were pretty equal lows over here. We ran through that. Alright, so okay, so now these are equal lows relatively down here. So maybe we gravitate somewhat back into this type of fair value gap, this 5 minute fair value gap, and then give us some sort of a reaction to go lower. But at this point, we're taking a low out, we close below it, and we continue low. So for now, we just need to sit and wait. Let's just see on a 5 minute if anything stands out. No. Right, there, just sit tight here with the 1 minute and see what we get. I just want to see, so I'm sure the contract change is not till the 20, which is probably Friday, or let's just go into daily quick. Alright, yeah, so the 20th, 21st, Friday is the contract expiry. So I think I'm just going to stick around on this contract for now, and I'll obviously bring it in as we get closer to the end of the week. But that's a valid point to keep an eye on the contracts. Alright, so let's keep a close eye. I think pretty much still, you know, strong downtrend here. Let's leave it there for now. Alright, let's see what we do here. Alright, so there is this gap here, but we've gone into the 50%. So this gap up here, which we haven't gone into. So, I mean, it doesn't have to just go all the way down, but we could see some sort of a pullback. Maybe not now, maybe later in the day, but that's a factor there. Right, so just to show you guys, we spoke about it in our PM session yesterday. It's quite interesting. See this high here and this high below. We close above it, and then we see a move up. So that's good scalping, and this could be a place it wants to go test. If we close above that, then we're going to look at this. So if there's people like to scalp, that would be a nice entry here to take it to that level there. And that is 488. Right, so let's see. Right guys, yeah, if you don't mind for this video, if you like these live streams, drop me a like, and if you haven't done so already, and also maybe let me know what the levels are you looking for or aiming to get to, and yeah, let's have a look at those. Oh, this obviously looks like some sort of a short. If I can get there, I'd like to take it in there, but it's fine. Take it down to this low. I'd like to see price close below the swing point here. This could be the swing point to go higher. As always, as you can see. Alright, let's look at this. We got 19652, 19652 is right up here. I'm not gonna say no to that, because this Beverly gap, we filled that, so I don't think we're gonna go straight up there. There's two gaps here, hasn't been filled, so there's a very good chance that we could go in there, but for us to go over there, we got to close above this. Come on. This line, and then the swing point here. If we close above that, then I think we could target these two highs, which is in this area here. If we close below this swing point and that, then I think we're gonna first go lower. Right, so we've got a bunch of scenarios here, so yeah, let's have a look. So my relative equal lows sits here at this 19140 area, but let's see if that's where we want to go first. Maybe let's just mark this out and post it 19140. Okay, so that is if everything plays out like I just outlined here. So we're pretty much in a sideways move here. I would like to see price close below this, and I think, but bear in mind we've already pushed low, you know, from market open, so we could go sideways up and then down, or we could just consolidate and just crash down. So let's see. All right, so it's important to mark out your levels that you think we should go to, and if there's obviously two levels on both sides, then you need to hone in on the current situation and say, all right, for us to go lower, this is what we need to do. We need to close below this. We need to close below that. We didn't close below this white candle swing point. That tells me we might screw around in here again. And maybe this little gap here. Just mark this out. It's a tiny gap, guys. Maybe we spike in there to go and close below the swing point. If this black candle closed below this point, that would have given me some context to target this low. If we then close below that, I'll target this, which is my profit here. And then obviously if we close strongly below that, then I think gradually we're going to get down to those other levels. Come on, give me a nice black candle close. Don't pin, close below it, close below it. Let's leave it. I don't like the fact that we pin that. That means we could come all the way back up here. Yeah. Bear in mind, we did close below this swing point here, but we didn't close below this one. There's two swing points close to each other. You want to see price close below it, both, for price to go lower. Otherwise, you can see price come back into this white block here, even this fair value gap up here. If you look closely on this, there's two candles highs that's right below that fair value gap, so there's liquidity in there. Okay, let's just keep an eye on this thing. The reason why I'm targeting this low is also what I don't want to see is we move down, run that low, induce people to go lower, and then come back and run all the way up. Let's mark it out like this rather. All the way up here, and let's call it liquidity. Sorry guys, I need to take my face off there. That's why my thinking behind all of this is, alright, so if we want to go lower, we want to, you know, stop some people out here and then continue. So for that, we want to induce people to go lower, to go down past this low quickly and then come back. And that's just my thought process as to why I'm not moving this all the way down here, although I've got a target down lower, and we could just drop from here and leave this for the PM session. But yeah, sometimes the market, you know, don't just drop in one straight line. Sometimes it does, but sometimes it will give you that mentality to say we're strongly going down and then boom, go and then reverse, stop people out and then continue. If we do that, this would be a great place to sit on your hands and wait for price to come to, if we haven't gone down to the liquidity we marked out, and target this area first. And if you really look at this, this is quite high up, so that's a deep premium up there. But anyways, let's just sit and just give it some time to breathe here. Could see this fair value gap get tested and then drop. Okay, let's see if we can get that pushed down. Close below this low actually. Come on, push. Push, 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 push. Induce these guys, induce them. Come on, don't pin there. Gosh, that's even worse. Alright, so I'm taking that 900 off there. The reason I took that off is I don't want this to get pinned, because this can now leave this there and just go higher from here. I mean, let's see if this fair value gap actually gonna hold price. I mean, if this closes up in this fair value gap, we're most probably just going to go all the way up here. Because of this high here, we want to see if price closes above there. Maybe it just stuck between the two swing points, which is also fine, guys. All right, so we spike out of above that high there. We spike below these lows here. I would like to see a spike above these highs, which is all now equal highs under the fair value gap. Just to show you guys, it's this where we are now. If we spike and close below that, I think there's a good chance that we could go lower here. So let's see. If it closes like that, there's possibly a turn in direction to go lower. If it closes like that up there, then we might probably see price going for these highs here. Alright, I think we most likely gonna start looking for these lows. Or maybe we just go up. See where this white candle closes. See if we can get that test. Right. See if we can take it at least to those highs. Only problem with this trade, if we break lower, invert low, I can just as well close this trade because the next risk point is down here. And that means I'm going to be in deep drawdown if we want to. So I wouldn't put my stop there. Now I want to see price close above there to go to our target up there. But if we close below this, yeah, I'll just collapse the trade. Alright guys, what's interesting, this liquidity up there, there's a pivot right there as well. So I might just go all the way there. Then what I want to see is where is the, okay, so view up is up there as well. Okay, let's see if we can close above here, man. Not ideal. Now we need to see this take. Gets close by, closed over. There's a little swing point here. Close below that, I'm out. What would the risk be? 2000. Okay, so now we spike below that, we spike above there. Sorry, and I need to now move this. I would have think these lows here got spiked through and see some sort of a close up there. Let's see if we can get there. Nice if we can close over that line. So this actually turned into an IVG already. Come on. Give us a nice big push. It's amazing how price gets stuck in an area. And just blatantly refuse to move out of that. Well, do you think if we close above those highs, we could see some sort of a energetic move up? But for now, seems like we just want to bin through it. All right, come on. Come on, give us a little bit of energy to the upside. Then you can do all your pullbacks and stuff. Okay, let's see where this one closes. Come on. Come on. Maybe price will go high if I start taking these lines off. Okay, let's see if we can push now. Push and close above that. Come on, push, push, push. Hey. All you needed is that one push to close above there. Alright, so new contract is due on Friday, guys, so I'll see when I'm gonna, probably after FOMC, move over to the new contract. I'll have a look at it and then start trade on that, and hopefully we see some good direction from next month. Right, so we're in this fair value gap actually here, and we might just shoot through it. Okay, so let's leave it there then. So have a nice view. See your price. Use that to go test the IFEG. Okay, but now we want to see price go and take this high, close above it at least, and leave this there. And the reason I would say that is this is now, I mean, that stab in is at 50, which is discount again, and the target should be up there. Would it make sense for me to go run this low again? I don't see any gaps here. Maybe 50% here, but there's liquidity, higher lows. Therefore, I need higher highs. See if this candle can do something. Give me a close over that high. Oh, a spike, a close. Six 19,608. Alright, so 1050 is around here. That's when the macro starts, and maybe we see some push there. Right, let's see if this can be done or happening, or see if we can close above there, then target this high. Yeah. Oh my word. Push up. Push. Okay, stay there. Go higher and stay there. Oh, added line. Alright, so we close above these two bunch of highs. So maybe we'll see that bounce from there. So what I'll do is I'll just reduce my risk here. Come on, give us that move up. Alright, so we've got a nice fair value gap here. Hopefully it'll hold price for us. Just note, guys, I don't take every single fair value gap that I'm seeing and hope that it obviously holds price. We close above these highs, we right here, and we form a fair value gap. So in theory, if I'm right to go to this level, this should hold. So that's a nice place to take an entry to target the next high. If the same thing happens here, I'll draw that out and expect it to hold, to come up here. But then we've got this nice big fat fair value gap, and you need to see that get inverted first. So this swing point, if that obviously close above that high, then this swing point could be your next place of moving your stop loss to. Gradual small volume candles all the way. Maybe this thing comes all the way down, or just spike, make a new low. And let's just see if we mark the, see that spike was to the 50%. Anything at 50 or below, 50 is fair value, below is discount. Just spike below it. So if we move higher now and take this high out by closing above it, I would move my stop right there, because then I think we should be safe under here unless we make a new low here. Okay, let's see if we can push up, not lower. Alright, well, let's see. What's the plan now? Okay, even if I get stopped out here, guys, I'll let it be, because this swing point here, we spiked through it, we formed a new one, we spiked through that, so didn't close. We should have closed above here. So in theory, most probably best thing would have been to take profit up here, and like that, we're out. And yeah, so now we just need to see where to next. I mean, we've got liquidity down here. Maybe the swing point up there, this becomes now the play to buy. But maybe we go close below this, then I think we could see some short. I mean, this in theory is a IFUG. Out of a liquidity pool. Let's see what it does. Yeah. Right, so we'll have to see what price wants to do there. Nothing A plus about these setups, guys, so would make sense to see price come back into this fair value gap to that 50% if we want to see a sell off here. Just going to take it off. The reason being is it's pretty sideways here, and I'm just worried that we do something lower, higher lows. Take that low out, higher low, and potentially run up the page here. Let's see if we can close below this swing point. Maybe we just go straight through it. Don't close below that. Okay. See if we pin to this white candle there. Or maybe that's where we're going to go now. Let's mark this out. See, now it's barely coming in, yeah. I'm not going to take it. because I'm worried that this is the high, the lower, the higher low, higher high, higher low, and now potentially go up to make higher highs. And we in this consolidation. That is where it becomes tricky. Let's see if we're going to invert that. Now we're rejecting it. This is not clean, guys. This is probably a short from here to target these lows, but it's too sideways for me to make that call. And yeah, so I'll just sit and see how it plays out. I most probably will look at this gap to see if we close below it and then target these lows. Alright, didn't close below it yet. See what that candle does, how it closes. It's important to wait and see how it closes. So let's see. Okay, so we closed. I'm actually going to take the short here, and I'm going to target these lows. And then I'm going to manage it by seeing how we close below here. Again, guys, just remember, this is just a paper trade account, so this is not real money and this is not financial advice. Know that the market is consolidating here. These are not high probability trades. The reason I took this one was it got inverted to the downside out of a fair value gap. The problem here is there's potential liquidity to go up here first, or to go down first. So we still close within this IFG, and there we start seeing a close, and I'm going to close that because I don't know if this thing wants to now run up higher. Maybe that was just bowing people out. I guess if we break through all of these liquidities, and these liquidities here close above it and there's a nice pullback entry, then I'll consider that as something more high probable. But in here, as you can see, IFVGs, fair value gaps, and here we're stuck between two things again. And yeah, I still believe that my 19140 target on the downside is intact, and the 608 for the bullish move is relevant. All what we need to do now is get out of this mess. Maybe we keep going like this, get aggressive move up to touch that, and then go down, which will make this consolidation, manipulation, and then expansion down. Alright, let's just be careful here and see. Where are we? Swing point there. If we closed, then we could target this low here. But we're just spiking through those lows. Okay, so getting close to the 11 o'clock, which is in the next minute. What I think I'm going to do is, obviously I will stream at the PM session. I'll set it up right after the stream, so you can go click that notification bell so you don't forget, or the reminder so you can get reminded. And maybe we see a better move when we go into the PM session. Maybe this is just, I don't know, playing later into lunchtime or something, because this seems like time distortion, just going sideways, going nowhere. We saw that this nice push down, and now we're going down like this. In my mind, this should go up to test this liquidity there, and then continue the next leg down. So this is consolidation, down, consolidation, manipulation, and then down. That's what I see, guys. Maybe the market's got a different reservation here, and I don't know, always do what it wants to do. Doesn't have to follow what I'm thinking it should do. And I mean, we'll wait and see where this one closes on the line. Yeah, it didn't close below it. Maybe this goes down and create nice equal lows here and then go up. Then makes it even better, because then we've got some nice liquidity. Or we just spike through it. See, we've tried to sell it, and now we get the move. Okay, well, one of those things, right? Okay, let's stick around for a bit here and see. Maybe this is just running this to go up. I mean, it closed below these lows, so it's most probably gonna run lower here. Could come back into this little gap here, which is this one here, and then drop. Price pretty see if we're actually going to get that. Okay, let's see. I mean, guys, this thing can either continue lower and PM session will suck. It will be something like this, then you can't trade it, or this will pull back and just go sideways till it runs higher and then move. Or yeah, so let's, I mean, this could be something to trigger people in short. And now it seems like we're going sideways again. But this fair value gap is still there. I mean, there's liquidity above these highs into this fair value gap, so it would have let's just have a look here. For I say, could actually spike through this fair value gap into that 50 and close within it. So we could see a body go out and just spin outside and close within the fair value gap and then roll over. Or we can just see how it drops and drops. If I've left this trade on here, and that spike did not freak me out I mean, the rule is for this candle to close above here, to invert, to go the other side. Didn't close above that swing high anyways, just been through it. So in theory I should have kept the trade, and that would have worked out nicely into the targets that we marked out here. But I did close it, and maybe I just took a bad trade down here, and the right place to take that trade was definitely in this fair value gap. So patience, guys. Sometimes patience, not sometimes, I think that's one of the things I need to master this year as well, to find patience and to mark out the right place of value and not, you know, get caught up in this moves here. Rather wait for that. This is the more distinct fair value gap. That's where you want to see price to get to. Was holding that. Unfortunately, market ran it once more, which is fine. It's in a fair value gap. It didn't close above that high, and then boom. Okay, so here's a fair value gap down here. If it inverts, not necessarily going to take a buy here, and the reason being, there's another gap here. So in theory, you gotta break this down to maybe a 5 minute, and here you can see the actual, well, we're not done yet. Okay, let's see for 2 minutes. Yeah, there you go. So you need to see a close above this fair value gap, and I'll take that one off. If you get a close above this, then you have to stay on this 2 minute chart and don't move away. Manipulation once more, and hopefully we close above here. If you do, then that's a potential move higher. The 2 minute candle's holding that 50% there. Okay, so let's see if this is going to form a swing point. There's a swing point there, and see if we're going to close above that. Close above that swing point, then that would be indication we want to go higher and possibly invert this fair value gap. But in this case, you would wait for that fair value gap to get inverted. Then you can look for your other targets. I'm just going to sit there around and see what this actually fair value gap does, guys. But yeah, let's just see how it plays out. Okay, the black candle's high is still the highest. Okay, now we want to see what this candle does. Right, so let's have a look and see how this thing closes. Close above that, then it will make this a inverted fair value gap and a potential long, and then we can take a buy. Okay, let's see if we're gonna get this. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Right, I'm not going to take that trade. If it works out, invert this. We know where the target is, which is this 608 level. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop here because I don't know what's going to happen, during this time till after lunch. I'll be back for the PM session to see if there's anything interesting. If you want to join, feel free to jump on the call, on the stream, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining, for the support, and I'll chat to you guys a bit later. Cheers.